Okay, China's primarily a civilization state. What does it mean in practice? Well, I want to give you two illustrations of what it means in practice. First of all, China's most important political value, I'm not talking about government here, I'm talking about the people. Most important political value is unity. And I think the best way to illustrate this is to think of what the most important differences between, maybe arguably the most important differences between Europe and China. 2,000 years ago, Europe was united in the Holy Roman Empire. And then for the next period of 2,000 years, of course, it broke up and it divided into many territories and ultimately is divided into many nation states today. The default mode of Europe is the division into many states. Meanwhile, China, over almost exactly the same historical period, went in exactly the opposite direction. It went from being divided into many different units during the Warring State period and then unified. And then for 2,000 years, its default mode has essentially been one of unity. But to maintain that unity across such a huge geographical extent with so many people has been extraordinarily difficult. I mean, in a way, China is a kind of anachronism in the sense that it's still got this enormous size in both these particular respects. And many of the worst periods in Chinese history have been associated with the country's various degrees of disunity and, of course, great instability and so on. So for the Chinese to hold Chinese civilization, China together, Chinese civilization together, then this is absolutely the most important political value. And it leads to this sort of, you often hear with the Chinese, this emphasis not just on unity, but on order, stability, and so on. Because running a country, you might think running a country of 20-odd million people is difficult, but running a country of 1.3 billion people, a fifth of humanity, is an extraordinarily difficult operation.